The Getting Started Guide for the RICOH THETA API provides an opportunity to learn about mobile app development. You can learn about the RICOH THETA API, have fun, and potentially create a usable application for you to use with your new RICOH THETA camera. This tutorial will take you through downloading the code from our GitHub repository for one of the templates that we have up there on the Getting Started Guide, and you can then customize it for the specific workflow to have some fun with your own application. This tutorial series is based on using Flutter. Currently I'm using Flutter 3.0.4 with Dart 217.5. From the front page of the starter.theta360.guide, I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to grab this tutorial number 4, which is the Theta API screen and settings organization. This one has a fair bit of buttons on it, and some of them have the features that's not in the official RICOH THETA mobile application. So let's scroll down to the main resources, and we can click on the code for this tutorial. On the GitHub repository, we're selecting this ThetaX GS4 for Getting Started 4. Go to the code section here, and I'm going to click on the copy button here to get ready to clone this thing down with SSH. Kind of gives you a sense on the README what it does. From the command line, git clone, and I'm going to paste in the URL that I just got from the GitHub repository, and now I have the repo ThetaX GS4. I'm going to do flutter pub get to get the latest dependencies. I'm going to use VS Code with the Dart and Flutter extensions already installed, and have the code here. Right now there should be no red squiggly lines. There should be no major problems here, maybe just some warnings. But now let's launch the Flutter, the Dart Android emulator here. So I'm going to use a Pixel 4a. We have the emulator up and running. Over here I'm going to go start run without debugging. And it should launch the application on the Android emulator. Right now I have connected to the RICOH THETA X camera with Wi-Fi. Since the camera is already in video mode, we could start a video and stop the video. And then with this nice LCD screen of the Theta X, we could play the video directly on the camera body to kind of get a feel for it here. This is a demonstration to use multiple screens. So in this case, there's two different screens. One's for video settings and one's for image settings. A couple of these settings are somewhat interesting because, for example, this 8K 10 FPS, this is not available in the RICOH THETA official mobile app. So we could set it here. And now it's in 8K 2 FPS mode. We're going to use this tool called Visor to get a better view of the screen from the RICOH THETA camera. So again, this screen is from the Theta. So with this mobile app, you can see now a little bit more clearly that we can set the the frame rate and the resolution. So this would be more common, 4K 30 FPS. This would be 8K 2 FPS, 8K 10 FPS. And then we can turn off the video stitching as well too. So it says you can't shoot with the wireless LAN, but it will work with the shutter button. So right now I'm pressing the shutter button. Actually, I have to disconnect the Wi-Fi. Okay, so it should be 8K 10 FPS, and it's recording it at 8K 10 FPS. And it recorded a video at 8K 10 FPS here. So to test make sure that it's 10K FPS, we're using this tool called Shotwell. And I'm going to import it in here. So I'll just select this one and import it. So I should have, you can see down here, it's 8K, 7,680 by 3,840, 7.1 seconds. All right, since I did successfully take it here, I'll turn back on the Wi-Fi and I'll connect back to the camera. The Wi-Fi is off. Turn on the Wi-Fi on the camera. Connect. And we'll turn off video stitching here. And now it's in this nice dual fisheye mode. You can turn on the stitching and turn off the stitching. You can also set the bit rate here. Fine, normal, or economy. Maybe we'll go economy. All right, so now I'm going to stop this here, and I'm going to disconnect the Android emulator and plug it into a physical device. So I've got my physical device Pixel 4a here, and just to see what's going on, I'm going to use Visor to show you what's going on the Pixel 4. Okay, so this is the physical phone, and I'm going to run it against the physical phone. So this is the physical phone here, it's not an emulator. And we'll go select run without debugging. I'm going to disconnect my computer from the camera, and then I'm going to connect the physical phone itself to the camera. Okay. After selecting the physical device, Pixel 4a, I can disconnect the Pixel from the USB cable and use it with the mobile phone. So the Pixel is connected directly to the RICOH THETA X, and I can set the bit rate, use all the functions. So if you have it in 8K 10 FPS, you will need to turn off the Wi-Fi from the RICOH THETA X and then press the physical shutter button. There are little problems with the Wi-Fi. Oh, there it goes. Okay, it's not works. We're gonna stop this video and continue on the tutorial of how to modify the source code for your specific interface in an upcoming tutorial.